So let's start the class, which is all about retail management and marketing service, module 1. We will start with the introduction part and then we will move to the significance, types, and the environment and environmental issues. Okay, and a difference between Indian versus global scenario and product retailing and service retailing, and some management decision process. Let's move to the introduction. Retailing. What is retailing? अगर हम रिटेलिंग की बात करें तो रिटेलिंग है क्या? रिटेलिंग एक ऐसी चीज़ है जिसमें हम अल्टीमेट कस्टमर्स तक पहुंचते हैं फ्रॉम अ मैन्युफैक्चरर टू अ अल्टीमेट कस्टमर, और हम इसको ब्रेक बल्क भी बोलते हैं, क्योंकि हम जब कोई भी चीज़ बल्क में लाते हैं तो हम उसको सिलेक्ट करके देन हम उसको फिर किसी भी कस्टमर को फिर से सेल करते हैं अपना प्राइस लगा के, उसको बोलते हैं रिटेलिंग. So let's have a quick learning or a quick reading of this. The distribution of finished products begins with the producer and end at the ultimate customer. So between the two of them there is a middleman, the retailer. The retailer is the middleman. Retailer is defined as a set of activities or steps used to sell a product or a service to consumers of their personal or family use. It is responsible for matching individual demands and of the customers with supply of all the manufacturers. The word retail is derived from the French word that is retailer, meaning to cut a piece or break bulk. Retailing has become such an intrinsic means a basic need, a basic part of our everyday lives, that is that it is often taken for granted. We don't consider retailing as integral part, or we take it for granted that we don't take it as a serious note that retailing is very integral part, but we take it for granted, and but the reality is it is a basic part of our everyday lives. If we want to buy anything we have to visit a retailer shop, we have to visit the that place to have our product whatever we need, coming from a grocery to clothing and many more, to beauty products to medicinal medicines. There are thousands of variety of retail shops. DMart and Shubham K Mart are some of the examples of that. Then moving forward, the nations that have enjoyed the greatest economic and social progress have been those with a strong retail sector. जो भी अभी इकोनॉमिकली प्रोग्रेस्ड हो चुके हैं, अगर उनका हम देखें तो उनका जो बेस है वो क्या है कि उनका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग रिटेल सेक्टर है. Why has retailing become such a popular method of conducting business? क्यों ये इतना पॉपुलर हो गया है? बिकॉज इसमें फ्रीडम होती है चॉइस की, आप हाई लेवल ऑफ कस्टमर सर्विसेज गेन कर सकते हैं, ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस होती है, और एक्सेस होती है टू वेरियस वेराइटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स. And then there is a term used here, that is to enter retailing is easy and to fail is even easier. क्यों लिखा है ऐसा? Why it is written here that to enter retailing is easy but to but you fail even easierly? Because हम अगर रिटेलिंग में गए, हमने सपोज वी वांट टू हैव अ शॉप ऑफ क्लॉथिंग सपोज, एंड वी हैव अ सेक्शन ऑफ मेंस वेयर. सो सपोज हम चीज़ें ले आए, हमने वो शॉप लगा ली, बट हमको प्रेफरेंस नहीं पता है कस्टमर की, हमारा शॉप चल नहीं रहा है, हमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा फ्रॉम वेयर वी हैव टू बाय, फ्रॉम विच मैन्युफैक्चरर वी हैव टू बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट, और हम लोग मे बी हमारी जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं हो रही है अच्छे से, मे बी हमने वो उस हिसाब से, जो इन्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से हमने चीज़ें नहीं की है, वहाँ पे बहुत मे बी हमारी जो शॉप है वो एक ऐसी जगह पे है जहाँ पे इतने मॉडर्न कपड़े नहीं पहने जाते, या मतलब उस टाइप का एक फॉर्मल लुक चाहिए बट हम फॉर्मल कपड़े नहीं रख रहे. तो देर आर सो मेनी ऑफ रीजंस. It is not necessary if you open a retail shop and your retail shop works. So, to survive in the retail business, any enterprises must perform its primary role of catering to customer satisfaction. You have to say that, we say that customer भगवान होता है. Why we say that? Because customer की satisfaction matters a lot. Now, back to the topic, back to the paragraph. And is a variety of product, freedom of choice, and high level of customer service. A retailer is a person, agent, agency, company, or organization which is instrumental in reaching the goods, merchandise, or service to the ultimate consumer. Retailer performs specific activities such as anticipating customer wants, developing assortments of product, acquiring market information and financing. क्या क्या चीज़ें उनको पता रहनी चाहिए, प्रोडक्ट के बारे में पता रहना चाहिए, और मार्केट इंफॉर्मेशन, फाइनेंस के बारे में, किस में कितना टैक्स लग रहा है, या फिर किस तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स हैं. ये सारी चीज़ों को एंटिसिपेट करना पड़ेगा, कस्टमर वांट्स को देखना पड़ेगा, और देखना पड़ेगा कि किस प्रकार के कपड़े या किस चीज़ पे लोग ज़्यादा अपना इंटरेस्ट शो कर रहे हैं. तो हमें उस हिसाब से चलना पड़ेगा. A common perception is that retailing involves only the sale of products in store, but it is also about sales of services such as those offers at a restaurant, parlor, or by car rental agencies. The selling need not necessarily takes place through a store. Store से नहीं होता, but services भी होती है. रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खा रहे हैं, that is a service. पार्लर जा रहे हैं, पार्लर में कुछ सर्विस ले रहे हैं, that is comes under sales of service. Now, रिटेलिंग एंड कंपोजेज सेलिंग थ्रू द मेल. हम देख रहे हैं आजकल ऑनलाइन बिजनेसेस हो रहे हैं, देन इंटरनेट के थ्रू हो रहा है, डोर टू डोर विजिट हो रहा है. सपोज हमने मीशो से कुछ मंगाया तो वो हमको डोर टू डोर सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, कैश ऑन डिलीवरी कर रहा है, ऑनलाइन पेमेंट्स. देयर आर सो मेनी ऑफ द ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस इज growing a lot. Any channel that could be used to approach the consumer. When manufacturer like Dell computer sells directly to the consumer, they too become retailer. Retailer मतलब क्या हुआ, जो directly consumer तक पहुंच रहा है. The world over retail business is dominated by small families run chain and regionally targeted stores. जो छोटे छोटे दुकान हैं, रिटेलिंग उस पे ज़्यादा फोकस करता है. And gradually more and more markets in the Western world are being taken over the billion-dollar multinational conglomerates such as Walmart, Sears, MC, McDonald's, and Marks and Spencer. These are some of the examples of retail shops. Yeah, retail, direct to the consumer. Then moving to अगर हम ऊपर ऊपर से देखें तो 9 to 10% हमारा मार्जिन हम निकालते हैं अगर कोई रिटेल शॉप खोल रहा है तो. Then if we move towards the era, if we see there is the era of globalization and liberalization, highly aware customers, so we have to maintain that strategy. We have to maintain the mixed strategy which can provide us that much ease of doing business. By the turn of century, some retailers set up a storefront where people could browse, whereas new pieces were being sworn and customer in the back room. आजकल हम देख रहे हैं कि स्टोर फ्रंट बहुत हो रहा है. अगर हम बड़े बड़े शोरूम पे जा रहे हैं तो सामने में डिस्प्ले में चीज़ें होती हैं और जो चल रहा है उस हिसाब से रखते हैं. तो दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द वेज ऑफ एक्सप्लोरिंग दैट हमारे पास ये चीज़ें हैं, यू मस्ट विजिट. वो एक अट्रैक्शन का पार्ट बन जाता है. देन इफ वी सी बिग बाजार एंड रिलायंस ट्रेंड आर सम ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल्स. well established fact that manufacturing need to sell their products through retail formats that are compatible with their business strategies, brand image, and market profile to ensure a competitive edge. Uh, there is a there is a very highly competitive nature of business. Everyone wants to achieve that platform where the customers are highly satisfied. That's why there are online businesses where where customers can easily get whatever they want to have in a single click. The delivery time is also getting less. All the retailers are trying to get that formula. From that they can gain a highly profitable business, a highly and the monopoly of them is to have that business. If you see the rates of every businesses, there is a different rates. If we go on a different apps, we find different um, amounts of a same kind of products. Why? Because it happens because of highly competitive nature. Some of them are reducing their profit margins, or maybe they have that much of quantity, so that they get the same product at a lesser amount but at the same profit. Okay, now we are going to move to the significance of retailing in substantial, as it plays a vital role in the overall economy of country. Here are some key aspects of economic significance of retailing. If we see the main pointers, so what does retailing does, what are the importance, what are the significance? So retailing creates jobs, it contributes towards GDP, it contributes towards the economic growth, then it revenues, it generate taxes, then consumer choice. With the help of retail stores, a customer gets its product, its services according to their choice. Supply chain support. Retailing provides a supply chain support. Retailers connect manufacturer to consumers, facilitating the distribution of goods and services. Distribution of goods and services में एक supply और chain create होता है. Then moving to the seventh point, that is infrastructure development. Retailing growth derived demand of commercial spaces, contributing to urban development and infrastructure investments. If we see urbanization, if we see the infrastructure investments, we see that the retail shops or the retail infrastructure have grown to an extended form. If we take example of suppose DMart, for grocery to all over, from if we see in DMart we can find clothing section also. If we went to different kind of clothing, suppose pantaloons, then trends, there are so many of brands, there are so many of uh, stores which provide different kind of support, different kind of goods and services. So that provide infrastructure development as well. Then international trade is also extending to a level. Retailers play a crucial role in international trade by improving and importing goods, influencing balance of payment and current accounts. If we have that retail market, we can do international trade, as we are a country which imports and exports also its products. So through retailing we can export our products, we can export our goods, exports our uh, services towards a different country, towards globalization. We can take a step. Then market trends. Retail sales data helps identify market trends, guiding business investments decisions. Market trends. मार्केट ट्रेंड्स मीन्स मार्केट में जो नई नई चीज़ें आ रही हैं उसमें सिग्निफिकेंट रोल प्ले करता है रिटेलिंग. देन इनोवेशन. innovation in the form of e-commerce, digital payment, then drives technology advantages. These are some of the significance of retailing. These 4 points are similar to that point, so you can write if you want the proper notes. I suggest to make a proper note of this, and it is very beneficiary for your BCom exams, for your BBA exams,